Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about mass layoffs, y'all. These people are not playing, okay? They are getting rid of thousands of jobs. You hear me? Thousands. This place is changing right before our eyes. And I honestly don't know what to do about this. But hey, what can we do? Honestly, what can we do? They want to change this place and the way things are ran and how things are going. That's exactly what's going to happen. And most people are too busy, caught up paying bills and trying to make it to even pay attention to what's going on. But let's see what these folks are talking about.
Microsoft, 9,000 jobs. Cisco, Intel, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Indeed, and Glassdoor. TikTok, Oracle, Advance Health, Optum Care, Sarepta Therapeutics, manufacturing jobs laying off are Bosch's, Retelligent Plant, Whirlpool Corporation, General Dynamics, Dyson, Lucid Motors. If you did not know, we have over 7 million people unemployed and only like 6.88 million jobs available. In addition, only 57,000 jobs were created in June 2026, and April and May job creation was revised down negative 74,000 for those 2 months. So all of these layoffs and the amount of jobs available and the amount of jobs being created are a direct sign of our economy collapsing. If people don't have jobs, they cannot pay their bills.
First of all, our economy is not collapsing. It's being torn down from the inside out. I don't know if that makes a difference whether you say it like that or not, but they are doing this purposely. Let's be real.
Bills. That's why you're seeing home foreclosures, credit card delinquency, student loan delinquency, auto loan delinquency, and it's going to get much worse, ladies and gentlemen. We are on day 126 of the Iran war. We're spending like there's no end in sight, and these are going to be very bad times. Buckle up, do the best that you can to, number one, do a budget and plan out your spending ahead of time. Monitor your spending as you go, adjust your spending as you go. Try to have a 6-month emergency fund. If you are currently working and you already have those, please pay off your debt or move it to a 0% interest card. Interest rates are going to be going up because of inflation. My name is Christina. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting, a master's degree in business. And if you found this post informative, please like, comment, follow, and
yeah, go check her out. But here's the thing. If I'm struggling, right, or I get laid off, do you really think I care about paying off debt? I do not give a hot dog about paying off debt. Hell, the country's in billions of dollars of debt, right? Or trillions. Which one is it? So I got to pay off my little bit of money, but y'all don't. Make that make sense. Help me understand.
share.
What's up, America? Companies laying off people in 2026 and 2027, as well as major store closures this year too. So Amazon has announced the layoff of 16,000 people at the corporate office.
A thought while I'm having on my brain. If the middle class is wiped out, right? The working middle class, then everything falls apart anyway, right? Because those are the people that keep the economy going. Those are the ones spending money on food, going shopping, going to venues, concerts, all of that stuff. So how do we get rid of what happens in the world if no one has a job? Who's buying what? How does this economy keep going? Or are you trying to turn this into something that we're not used to, right? Are you trying to I'm gonna keep that to myself.
UPS is eliminating 30,000 operational roles, mostly drivers. Now, UPS says that they're overhauling their operations. Amazon is laying off people due to AI automation.
See, I'm confused by that, though, because here they're hiring UPS drivers. So I'm confused at that.
Meta is laying off 15,800 people, 20% of their workforce, because of AI infrastructure and automation. Oracle will be laying off approximately 30,000 people globally because of AI automation. Dell will be losing 11,000 employees, 10% of its workforce, due to AI and automation. Citibank will be getting rid of about 20,000 people, 10% of its workforce, due to AI automation. Dow Chemicals laying off 4,500 people because of AI automation. Epic Games will be laying off 1,000 people. That's because of declining Fortnite engagement and industry engagement, not AI automation. Papa John's will be laying off 7% of its corporate staff due to closures. And Macy's will lose 1,000 workers due to supply chain modernization. Walgreens will be laying off hundreds, they say. Not exactly sure why. They only said streamlining. Target will be laying off 500 people, 400 from the supply chain, 100 from the district offices. That's because their sales are down and no one's buying shit.
No one has money to buy anything. How can we spend if we're getting laid off? Or if we're at the gas station trying to put gas in the car? Or if we're at the grocery store and barely getting anything for the family because everything costs an arm and a freaking leg? Like, how do you shop for the extras if you don't even have the basic necessities?
Nike will be laying off 775 employees from a distribution center due to supply chain automation from AI. CBS News will be laying off 6% of its staff. eBay will be laying off 800 people, or 6% of its staff. GoPro will be getting rid of 145 people, or 23%. Home Depot will be getting rid of 800 people for automation. Lowe's, 600 corporate jobs, same reason. Salesforce, 1,000, same reason. WiseTech, 2,000, same reason. Yankee Candle, they're going to get rid of 900 people due to 20 store closures. An apparel store known as
Can I just say, walking past the candle place in the mall, oh my gosh, like everything is so strong. I don't see how people could work there. I dang near pass out just walking past all them dang on chemicals.
Francesca's will be going out of business. 457 stores will be closing. 7-Eleven will be closing 645 stores. Wendy's will be closing 300 locations. Pizza Hut will be closing 250 locations. Eddie Bauer will be closing 175 locations. Carter's 100. Macy's 80. Kroger, 60 unprofitable stores.
How in the world, well, not how in the world, but all of these stores are closing because people are shopping online. They forced everybody to shop online. They've made it more convenient. They're killing off the malls and the stores and the experience of shopping, going and actually getting something. Everybody's lazy in America. They want everything to come to their doorstep. So, of course, these places are closing. But I'm confused by Kroger because I live in a state or a city where they've opened several new Krogers, and they're also buying Giant Eagle, I think. So how are you... Well, I guess he said underperforming stores or whatever, which is probably in the hood. So they ain't gonna have no food. They gonna have to probably hike to the freaking grocery store. But okay.
That'll produce food deserts, by the way. Saks Fifth Avenue, they're going to close some. Papa John's, 200 stores will be closing. Dollar Tree will be closing 370.
Dollar Tree, I promise you, they're opening a new Dollar Tree around here every freaking other week. And y'all closing them down? Help me understand it. And I know people love Dollar Tree as much as everything costs. Sometimes you can even get stuff cheaper in other stores and people in the Dollar Tree buying it.
Foot Locker, 100. Walgreens, 350. Yankee Candle, 20, like I already said. Grocery Outlet, 36.
Grocery Outlet is new to me. They literally just put one like right across the street from me. I've never heard of a grocery outlet in my life. Clearly, it's things that come from other stores. Maybe they had an overstock of something or didn't sell right away. So you got to check them dates. If you got a grocery outlet, check them dates, child.
Apple, 3 mall locations, and REI, 3 locations. And for 2027, we already know that Papa John's will be closing 100 stores more. 7-Eleven will be closing more. Carter's between 50 and 100. That's their plan. And Walgreens will finish up in 2027 with the total closure of 1,200 locations. So, welcome to the demise of absolute capitalism. We are going into dystopian horseshit. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't notice, most of those jobs are going to be cut because of AI and automation.
Ain't that crazy? The computers are taking over. This is going to be Terminator, okay? The Terminator is coming to take us over.
We were all laid off. That was me turning in my laptop for my corporate job for the last time. I guess I should probably explain how we got here. Seemed like any other day. I received a turned out we were all laid off. That was me turning in my laptop for my corporate job for the last time. I guess I should probably explain how we got here. Seemed like any other day. I received an invitation that said department update and fully expected to log on and see all the other project managers on there, account managers, whatever. I get on there and it's just me and I think, okay, I'm early. And someone I've never seen before in my life logs on. And I'm like, maybe she's new in the department and we're both early. The naivete. Then my boss joins and I realize, it's just us.
No, one thing I can't stand about jobs, they want a 2-week notice, but when they want to let you go, you think you get a 2-week notice? I don't think so. You got to come in thinking you about to work a regular old day, and no, you're out of here, sister.
In that moment, I realized what was happening. I was being laid off. We had been told months before that impacts were going to take place, possibly, but they couldn't promise who would or wouldn't be impacted. So, wasn't that much of a shocker, but due to the workload, due to how busy we were, I really didn't expect the project managers were gonna go. Anyhow, long story short, turned out we were all laid off. See part 2.
A whole department, I'm sure, laid off. Go check out this lady's channel.
Microsoft decides to lay off 4,800 people.
4,800 is insane.
Today, July 6, 2026, and 1,600 of those people gotta go today. Did y'all see that email they sent out to these employees? Now let's walk through this. You go into work this morning, and your first email that you open up says, "Hey team, we are beginning the most significant restructure in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I made the difficult decision to reduce our team by approximately 3,200 throughout the FY 27. This will include 1,600 additional roles."
I don't like that music. Let's try this.
So you remember that massive Xbox implosion that we were talking about all last week? Well, it happened today. They announced 3,200 layoffs, including 1,600 today, with 4 of those students leaving or going under new management. It's kind of crazy. Now, I'm the type of person who likes to actually read things, and Asha did show the email that she sent out to all the Xbox employees today. It was a very long tweet. I'm not going to go over all of it to you, but I will say that this was crazy. They said that today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management. That means there was 14 different people who would have to sign off on a project or anything that Xbox wanted to get done. Even if it was time sensitive, 14 people had to agree and say yes. Do you know how hard that is in corporate America? I do not want to diminish how insane it is that 3,200 people would not have jobs, would not be able to feed their family into the foreseeable future, with 1,600 of those happening today. Like, 3,200 people are getting laid off, period. 1,600 that happened today. But I will say this was probably...
If I was a part of that company, I would just quit. You're not going to surprise me. I'm thinking I'm cool, everything, I'm going to work, and even a month or two later, I'm always going to be on edge. I'm always going to be walking on eggshells. So I'm going to quit, or I'm going to find something else first, and then I'll quit. Because I can't live with that stress.
Probably necessary for Xbox because they grew way too fast. They acquired so many studios, so many different projects, things like that didn't make sense, and they were trying to keep everything, and it just, no. I do like what Mr. Matty Plays said. Honestly, make the best of a terrible situation. I won't undersell 3,200 layoffs. That's awful. Full stop. However, no studios being shuttered. Independent teams are given some funding, and Sentua, State of Decay 3 are being finished. Big dubs in today's cold industry. Again, I don't want to diminish how insane it is that so many people are losing their jobs or about to lose their jobs. I just hope that this reset and restructuring can really help Xbox grow so that a lot of those people who work in these projects can have jobs in the future. But hopefully they find a job like now, because the market sucks. Let me know what you think about this down below.
Times. They are creating They are creating these tough times, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Microsoft lays off 4,800 people.
Wait, I'm confused. Didn't the last dude say 3,200? Come on now. See, and that's the thing. We never know the real numbers. I don't care. They always say that numbers don't lie. Oh, yes, they do. They definitely lie about numbers to keep you in fear or to make you go along with something. They definitely always lie about numbers. Let's be real.
Due to AI. AI is taking over, especially tech jobs. And if you sit behind a computer, you're not safe, even payroll. Folks, this is a real thing. People are trying to minimalize it to not have a complete scare in the AI industry. But this has taken place. It took place in 2025. It's taken place in 2026. And most recently, obviously, Microsoft announces the layoffs of 4,800 people due to the AI jobs takeover. Folks, do me a favor. Like this video and please follow.
The only thing we can do is save our money and hope for the best. But also don't live in fear. Okay? Because I honestly believe they harvest our energy. That might sound crazy, but I feel like they want us in fear, which is why when you turn on the news, which I haven't watched the news in decades, but when you turn on the news, it's nothing but bad things. They want us in fear. They want us to just sit around and not live our lives. So don't live in fear. Just save your money. Do the very best that you can, but prepare just in case things go haywire. But guess what? If the system crumbles, there's nothing nobody can do. If the internet goes down, if the money disappears, what can we actually do? Nothing. Nothing at all. But see, this is why it's best for us to try to learn to come together so that if the stuff does hit the fan, we can figure things out. We really need to be coming together to go up against them and make them stop all of this BS, but that's another story for another day. Okay? So, until next time.